Hey, what's going on? Here we are back at Fireboard headquarters remodel. We've been doing some work here. I don't know if you can tell on my helmet here, but it's kind of dirty because we've been doing a dirty job. Let's look at what we're doing. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if the camera does it justice. And it was an improvement, but not drastic like the sandblasting was. But we went ahead and pressure washed all these walls. It really brightened up the grout, and the brick is more colorful, and it just looks great. Spent some time doing all of this last night. And then also, don't know if you can tell here, but I pressure washed all of these beams. Originally I was going to sand them, and I had the pressure washer in hand. I was like, let's just see what the pressure washer does to these beams. It's not quite as aggressive as the sandblasting was, and it really cleaned them up. It took forever though, forever to get all these beams blasted. And in fact, since there's like 50 beams or so, this morning when I came back, I came here and looked and see the one beam right there that I forgot, that dark beam right there at the top of the screen. Did not get that. So we'll just sand it out. Also did the floors, more just to clean them up because they were just so mucky. I'm still debating on what to do on the floors. And I just wish I could make a decision on that. Whether or not we put our cool wood on top of this so you can't see it from underneath, or whether we pull these boards up. The reason to leave them is then we can put felt paper down, we can seal it up a little better, and that may end up being the route I go, partly because it's less labor intensive. Although, I don't know if you can tell, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of nails in this. So if you're an expert nail puller, give me a ring because I could use some help. So up here, these boards that I pressure washed, I will go back and sand them. The pressure washing did leave them a little rougher than I'd like, but the sanding won't be nearly as extensive. I'll be able to get that sanding done pretty quickly and won't have to spend a lot of time. There's other things I need to do up there anyway. There's some nails, some pieces of wood that need to be pulled, things like that. So there's some work to be done up there, but this pressure washing them really took them down the road quite a bit. So in addition to the walls upstairs, we pressure washed all of these walls everywhere. Anywhere you see a brick, it was washed off. Our favorite sandblasting buddy, Steve Fixler, came out today in exchange for one of our new Fireboard Spark instant read thermometers. Oh, there's a shameless plug for our product. In exchange for that, he decided he'd come out today and help me pressure wash this. It ended up being him doing most of the pressure washing and me just getting stuff out of the way for him. But these walls all look much better. The bricks pop a little better. Everything just looks fantastic. So I'm really excited about how this ended up here today. I don't know if you can see this well, but underneath that plastic, we took delivery today of a brand new selective soldering machine. This multi-$1,000 machine will help us assemble the aforementioned sparks a lot better and quicker. We do a lot of soldering by hand, and this machine will automate that process. So it'll be exciting getting this machine put into use, hopefully pretty soon. We have some things to do before we get there, but we took delivery of that. And then here's the room it'll at least initially go into. So of course these walls all got pressure washed today. I washed the floor and you can see this puddle. Our floor drain does work, albeit very slowly. So we'll need the plumbers to look at that at some point. All I got to do in here, we're going to re-insulate the ceiling, take care of some wiring stuff in here, clean up a little more, mud and tape these walls, and then repaint the walls. And then we'll be ready to go ahead and put that machine in here. So hopefully in the next week or two, we can get most of that work done so we can get that machine in here. And finally, here we are in Hannah's warehouse. Again, all the walls were washed, and I started washing the floor here, moved some stuff back into the room that we moved out during the wall washing. So I will finish washing the floor. We'll move the racking, pallet racking back into place. Of course, that all needs to be washed off again. But yeah, we'll move the pallet racking back into place here, and we'll start putting this in order. I'll need to re-insulate. There is some insulation up there, but it's all looking like mostly like that. So we're gonna pull down the insulation, re-insulate this, and we'll be in good shape. So that's what's happening today. Moving forward a little bit, we gotta get the HVAC and plumbers and roofers on a project to get the heating and cooling starting to be put in. They're waiting on me actually, because I have to make some decisions on who, what, when, where, why, and how much. So those decisions will be made here in the next day or so, and we'll get started on that as well. So that's what's going on here. Thanks for watching. We will talk to you later.